Virion? I've been searching for you. It's time for our training session.
Is it that hour already? Well then, prepare your sparring gear and...
Already done. I'm ready if you are.
Of course you are. I always said you were my most dedicated vassal.
Your flattery's wasted on me.
Flattery? Surely you know by now that gallant Virion always speaks from the heart. If I had not been so cruelly robbed of my domains, you would still...
But you did lose your lands, so there's no point discussing what might have been. This is reality, where we face each other on the training ground as equals.
Ah, reality. I have come to loathe that place of late. You know that when my lands were stripped, your bonds of vassalage were ended, yes? You have no obligation to me, Cherche. No obligation to train me as you do. You are free to serve whomever you choose.
I am aware of that, but I never served you because of your land holdings.
You didn't? Oh, then was it, perchance, for love?
One more comment like that, and I'll have Minerva eat you.
My deepest apologies, my lady. My lips are hereby sealed.
Is something the matter?
My sweet Cherche. As always, you see directly into Virion's heart. You come upon me lovelorn and lonely, spurned by a fair lady with a sharp tongue.
Do you mean me? Oh, goodness. It's not often someone calls me fair. But seriously, what troubles you? Are you still crestfallen about how Walhart so crudely seized your lands?
Enough! That was a tragedy, and many of my people died. I'll not have you speak so lightly of it.
That was not my intent, Virion. I know that many suffered under Walhart's cruel heel. But I also know that, short of the dead, you have suffered more than any of us.
Loyal Cherche, your kind words fill my heart with courage and hope. Could it be that you have fallen helplessly in love with your gallant Virion?
Huh?
Ah, sweet nostalgia. It's been so long since I last heard that derisive snicker.
I do not jest, Virion. The deed has been done, and you could not have stopped it. It's time you looked to the future and stopped blaming yourself for the past.
I did not think it would be so hard to forgive myself.
Behind your carefree facade, you've always been terribly uncompromising. But you must promise that you won't surrender to hopelessness or despair.
Then I shall promise it, but only because you ask. But in return, you must promise me something, sweet Cherche. If the day comes when you must choose between loyalty to me or your own path, I want you to do whatever is best for you and give no thought to me. Agreed?
Why, Virion, what a serious speech! But it's hardly necessary. I had no intention of taking you into account when making such choices.
But, well, good. Yes, good. Exactly as I would have it. Though I suppose you could think of me a little bit, if you wanted to.
Now, don't give it another thought. I certainly won't.
I wish I knew what was happening to our homeland right now.
The sooner we win this cursed war, the sooner we'll be able to find out.
Tell me, Cherche, what do you intend to do when this war is over?
Return home and help rebuild the domain of House Virion. I assume your plan is much the same?
Yes, of course. My domain shall have great need of me.
Are you sure you can handle going back? That broken landscape will have many painful memories carved into it.
True, but it is also filled with many joyous memories as well. Many of which involve you. You'll scoff, but the happiest moments of my life have been spent in your company.
Come, Virion, you know I'm not one of your dizzy maids who falls for that flattery.
Why is it that when I speak from the heart, no one believes me? Is this the price I must pay for my flippant yet debonair charm?
I think we just know each other too well to speak of such emotional matters.
Perhaps you are right.
Time for you to go, Virion.
Alas, Am I to be shooed away so soon?
You're practically nodding off. I don't want to sit here and listen to you snore.
Yes, I'm afraid I haven't been sleeping well recently. My cot is cold and I have no one to share it with.
Have you tried seducing a lonely kitchen wench?
Do you think I can find happiness with just any random lass? I have standards, dear.
There are as many maids as there are stars in the sky. There must be someone you like.
Yes, and you know full well who it is.
Oh, Virion, we talked about this before. We're too close to each other.
Yes, we are close. Closer perhaps than any two people have ever been. I can no more imagine being without you than being without air or water. How can another woman be anything but a shadow of what you are to me?
Now you're just practicing lines for your next conquest.
You, of all people, should know when I am being sincere.
Yes, I suppose I do.
And though I fear I know your answer, I have one final card to play. I have brought you something.
Is that what I think it is?
If you think it's an engagement ring, then yes, it is indeed. Do you believe me now?
I suppose I must.
Then what is your answer? Will you accept?
I think I have to. Who else would agree to be your wife? I warn you though, once we tie the knot, your days of maids are over. Stray from me but once, and I'll have you to Minerva as a snack.
Nothing will be further from my mind. Well, the maid part. I'm always quite concerned about your little pet.
Did you hear that, my sweet Minerva? You must ensure he keeps his promise.
Can we please save the threats? This is meant to be a happy moment.
Just doing my due diligence, love.